Hey writing friends, it's Carmen L and I am back with the update on what's going on with my book. It's been a minute, but what I've been working on is an outline, and I am actually on the third outline for this book. And the reason why I keep making different outlines is because one, the story has changed a lot since I first started it, and every time I pick it up, I find like drastic changes to make. Um, the other reason is because I spent a long time away from this project. I actually started this back in like 2018, and I picked it back up in the beginning of like 2021. So there was two outlines for that, and now this will be the third one. This outline in particular, though, I'm making because I'm just about done actually writing the entire novel. Yay. Um, I actually have two chapters left to write, but I knew that I needed to start tying up loose ends that didn't have an ending to them. I need to bring everything to an ending, and I wasn't really sure what those were. So, in doing this outline, that was the main thing that I was looking for, was what were things that maybe I wrote and I forgot about. So, as I look at this, which you can see I did, so let me slow down. This book has chapters, so I did basically an outline for each chapter. I kept it pretty short and succinct, just one little short sentence of whatever the major thing was that was happening in that particular chapter. So what I started to do was make myself these little notes, which you can see right here, which is a loose end that I know that I need to put somewhere in my ending. Another thing that I started looking for was, in reading, I noticed that some of my characters are not as fully developed as I thought they were. I think that my main characters are fine, but some of my smaller characters, which are their best friends that are around, they're not as whole, full people as I want them to be. So I made myself like a little note here. One of the other characters that I have is Casey. She's one of the main character's friends. She does not have any type of backstory whatsoever in the whole book. And even though she's not a major part of the story, she is still there. So I still want to give some insight, at least to how she became friends with the main character, something, so that she is really serving a purpose and she's just not two-dimensional, she's three-dimensional. So that's some of the notes that I made for myself in this. And what I tried to make a point to do was to put my note exactly where the issue is. So when I do go back to write, I know exactly where to put the writing that's needed, which is sometimes hard to find when you're going back and trying to figure out where to put these little puzzle pieces. So um, I made my notes on this very strategically. So I pretty much finished the outline for the whole book for everything that I had up to this point, and I'm just working on finishing it. I am not going to go back and start like putting in these little notes or any of that until I'm actually done with the entire writing of the novel, because I don't want to slow down whatsoever. Like I said before, I started this project back in like 2018. It's past time for it to be done. So I just want to make sure I get my draft done as soon as possible. And then when I go to the next draft, I'll start to work in some of these things. This is why it's really important to not think that you can write your entire book in one draft. It's going to take multiple drafts, and that's perfectly fine. And I mean, if you somehow can do one draft, I don't know how. Maybe somebody else can tell you, but I've been writing for quite some time, and I previously worked at an editor. That's not a good idea. You should always have at least 3 to 4, and you should probably even have more than that. But that's my little 2 cents. You can write however you would like, but that is what I would do. But that is my update for today, and I will be back and see you guys soon. Peace.